You're welcome back to the program. You're still watching the Afia Morning Show. My name is Favor Obinyaluba, and now we're going to move on to more positive changes, things that have put Nigeria
on the map again, man.
Igbo,
like Enugu
yes,
State,
Enugu State,
like,
being Igbo, Nigeria, Africa on the map. The last time we had a beauty queen was in 2001.
Yeah,
that was Agbani Darego, 2001, and she was Miss Universe. And
we're talking about Bianca Ojukwu, by the way, for yesteryears,
yeah, Bianca Ojukwu. But it's at least, like you said, yesteryears. We've not had a beauty queen on the global stage in years. I'm talking decades. And now, not only do we have someone who's representing, who is from, you know, the East, representing Nigeria, now she is Miss. She's representing Africa and Oceanic, and it's so beautiful, especially her story, you know, facing xenophobia and, you know, coming to Nigeria, winning in Nigeria, and then going on the global stage and coming second.
First one up.
Wow, 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 wow. This is such an amazing feat. And of course, you know, there are always people that make this happen. You know, we see somebody and we know that there is a strong team behind them, people who have made them, who have supported them, they are stylists, especially when it comes to pageantry. They are stylists, they are managers, the costume designers, people that put it together and just make it happen. And we have somebody who is going to be giving us just a little bit behind the scenes, give us some scoop on, of course, our queen. And this is someone who is not, at this point, it's not his first time. I was reading his bio a couple of, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, where he was also the manager for the Mr. Global 2024. Yeah. And now he has another royalty under his belt. We have Mr. Emmanuel Abanobi Ifechukwu, CEO, Prince Glam Empire, and an artistic director. Good morning. How are you doing?
Hello, good morning. I am doing amazing. I am so happy to be here again and again.
Again and again. It's really your year. I mean, you are just adding all these royalties under your belt. Your CV is like yesterday's price is no longer today's price. No. I mean, price is going up and up.
I didn't even know this was going to happen. I did not plan. The only thing I did, according to the Bible, or what the Bible says, I studied to show myself approved.
I mean, you're really studying. God is just doing
his thing, and especially that all of this is coming from the East. That is what is blowing my mind.
I mean,
honestly, because most times I was born in Lagos. I live in Lagos, but I came to school, UN, to, you know, further my education, and I saw a better light in pageantry through, you know, UNN, and ever since it has been from one height to the other, and I am super thankful for every opportunity Enugu has given to me to shine to the rest of the world.
I mean, I want to ask, so Saturday was the D-Day, was on Saturday. So how were you feeling watching the pageantry, watching it happen? How are you feeling, especially as, you know, I was following you, you know, seeing the costumes, how you were running around and all of that. I mean, how are you feeling on Saturday?
Saturday was one for the book, because I genuinely did not see it coming. I didn't see it coming at all. It was a thing of, if we get to top 30, let it be. God has done his thing, and I don't even know how to feel, trust me. She's even on the line. She's on the line. She's trying to get ready for her homecoming. But altogether, I was so happy. There was this sense of fulfillment. I cried a lot. I'm a crybaby, don't worry. Don't worry. I cried a lot, and I was just thankful, because I know the level of hard work that has gone into this journey. In fact, her journey is a very strong testament to resilience, to courage, to even Favor's advocacy, to dream, dare, and do. Because if there is any valid or a living icon that could really bring out that advocacy that Favor has been preaching to life, it is Chidimma. Because we all know the story, we all know the adversity she faced, we all know the level of trouble, the emotional trauma, the physical attack, even though most of us don't know. Yes, there was a lot of it. So thinking about all of this and seeing her excel on an international stage, not just at top 30, not just at top 12, the only African in top 12, top 5, and then first runner up. I died.
It's a great deal. But let's talk about what contributed to this success, by the way, because, you know, having all this conversation and not talking about this is somewhat, you know, deceiving ourselves, right? Let's talk about what literally contributed to this success? Her attaining that height, the first runner-up in this competition, which means she's the second in the world, like the second most beautiful
woman in
lady in the world. And she's from Enugu State, by the way. So I have to bring it down.
Relax,
So, yeah,
relax on the Enugu State.
we have beautiful ladies right here. The second most beautiful lady in the whole wide world. Let's talk about the contributions, leading to this height.
Well, honestly, the first thing I would never take away is the place of God. Chi is a very strong, fervent Christian. There was even a post we did where she was crying and she was like, I don't know what to do. And I like, post it. Because you're a child of God. Let people see God reflect in you. That was the first means to success. And this is something I always tell everybody I chaperone, style, coach, guide, whatever, that you can never remove the place of God. Secondly, authenticity. You can never, give what you don't have. Chi is a very soft, quiet, calm, classy, vibrant, always in her space girl. At some point, I was really scared because I felt like they would feel she's not confident enough. But now I am so sure that if you want to achieve greatness in life, there is no way you can displace the place of authenticity, because that was the first point of her winning. Because they were able to relate with her. They were able to relate with everything she brought to the table out of 125 ladies all around the world. So that was another very good, accelerating point for her to have succeeded. Then the third is her team. Kudos to Silverbird. In fact, I want to give a shout out to Silverbird for giving me this opportunity to, be with her throughout this journey. And then there was a build-up of professionals, myself as the creative director, stylist. She had Golden, her chaperone. She had Isaac, the communications coach. She had John, the catwalk coach. She had Bumi, the social media handler. She had Bridget, the overall. She had I think we were up to seven-man strong team that did not sleep for 3 good weeks. Everybody had on deck. We're not just there doing our various, offices. We were there giving emotional support because we had the online trolls. We had a lot of death threats. There was nothing we did not see in this journey. In fact, this journey should be recorded. It should be given a book on its own, because if you study this journey, I don't think you will have issues navigating life and pageantry generally. And then there was also the place of Nigerians. Hey, I cannot take that away. The way Nigerians came out, in fact, it was so evident on, I think it was 4 days to the end of the pageant, when we had just 2 days for the CI Talk votes. We uploaded her videos late because there were a little bit of technical issues as to the videos. We were scared that we're not going to even there. Let's just submit. Let's just meet up to the criteria. And guess what? Nigerians came through in 2 days. She was top 20.
I trust my Nigerian people now.
Wow.
So apparently, and there was also her own. She did her part.
We needed to prove a point.
She is very, very hardworking. She's always on time. Definitely, she speaks well because of her experiences, her coach. She's dedicated to her cause. And she was consistent, because it's not really about who is the finest. It's not really about who is the sexiest. It's not really about who speaks the best. It is about somebody who has consistently ticked every of the stage in the competition. And this was something she showed clearly, both in her styling, which I was also over super heavy. Trust me, I gave it back to back, because it was also a time to expose everything Nigerians are known for when it comes to fashion. That I know I'll still discuss. Back to back, makeup, her hair. Man, there was a whole level of hard work that came to play. And above all, her story also made a mark. Her experience, the way she gave out her, in short, she gave out her entire self to the cause. So adding up all of these months of hard work really paid out. And these were the intricate steps that led to her success.
It's great that it was intentional. Chidimma being intentional, the team being intentional, yes. and whatnot. It's a great deal.
I mean, for me, I always want to talk to people who did behind the scenes. Who did behind the scenes.
They're even the heads. They are the heads.
And I know, following Mr. Emmanuel, on his status and everything, I saw I think it was the jumpsuit she wore. Was it jumpsuit or a two-piece? Kind of like a jean kind of material. And I saw the designing and everything. And I was like, wow. So you really don't know. And then I think the preparation. And I think I was following what's his name? Oyekanwenu's son when he was the one that
Yeah.
went to give the clothes and everything, like the whole thing. And I was like, oh my God, I was also really tense. Then imagine the team, how tense they were as well.
Yeah.
So big shout out to the team. You guys did amazing. And I mean, you have a beauty queen, not just anyhow beauty queen, a global beauty queen on your hands. But I want to know, what do you think this means? Because for me, what I'm trying to see is continuity.
Yes.
So in over a decade or close to 2 decades or even more, we've not seen a beauty queen on the global stage in Africa.
Yes.
So what is the continuity? What do you think this is going to mean? You know, next year, next 2 years, are we going to continue to see repetitions of this? Especially as when Miss Chidimma did Miss Nigeria, when she came from Miss Nigeria, you know, a lot of people were squeezing face. Oh, you know, it's not fair to the girls, it's not fair to the ladies, it's not fair to the ladies. And a couple of people were saying that, you know, if we want to be honest, Miss Chidimma has global potential. Do you understand? So do you think this is going to change pageantry in Africa, change pageantry in Nigeria, where, you know, Nigeria will just see ladies, you know, maybe because you meet the physique or, you know, you have a slim face, and, you know, are we going to see quality and global models after this?
I stand to correct something. This is not the first time we are having such happen since Abani Direct. In fact, in 2019, we notably had a placement at this same pageant, but she was stopped. Her name is Olutosin. Okay. I was also in her team. She placed top 20 at the Miss Universe. Then we also had that same year in 2019, Nyekachi Douglas placed top 5 at Miss World, and she backed the Miss World Africa title. So even before that, in 2017, we had Michelle Ihezwe, also who was top 15 at the Miss World, and also the Miss World top model. In 2024, Favor, we also came on your show, placed top 3 at Mr. Global. So what does this have to say? It just goes to show that Nigeria has all the potential to win every international pageant. All we need is for people to rally around us. Now, why Chidimma's own mark a huge, in fact, this year I had 7 girls. In fact, I had seven, I call them family, though they are clients that came to me, you know, for me to be their chaperone. And I recorded success in all of them. All of them placed internationally. All of them. This year, from supranational to global, both Mr. and Miss Global, I had them under my belt, and they both placed at the semifinals, and Favor got to top 3. We had Miss International top 20. We had my girl Sectra top 24 supranational. With a lot of them, they all placed. Miss Earth, Chantel, she placed top 12. So these people, the pageant industry, have been doing their best to project Nigeria on the global map. But what I think that should continue is the immense support that Nigerians gave to Chichi. That was the deal breaker. That was the breaking on the, you know, that was what just shattered the veil. So if Nigerians can keep clamoring at the back of these young, goal-driven individuals, I don't think we would keep having a problem. In fact, it would, trust me, if they give this support to somebody next year, and by God, Paula is going to Supra next year by July. If this support, in fact, if this support is given to her, trust me, Paula is going to win the Supranational. Because she has everything. She's Chichi's first runner-up, and I'm also her chaperone. Also with Ugochukwu, Mr. Supranational. So this goes to show what support can do for these delegates. The pageant industry in Nigeria has risen beyond borders. We are transcending borders, bringing nations together. And there's something my mom will always say. She will always say, Ima, greatness is born when preparation meets with opportunities. So now we are prepared to take over the world. And this is an opportunity for Nigeria to come, rally behind us, and put us on that global map. Just an Instagram like can push somebody to the next phase. Talk more of monetary votes, emotional support, the positive comments, everything that happened with Chidimma. If it keep happening for each and every one of these people, trust me, everywhere we go, they shout, we know, because that's just going to be the, that's going to be the call for the day. Winning. So wow. That's what I feel.
Well, thank you very much for that clarification. Yeah. I mean, I like that, you said the major thing that our models will continue to need will be immense support, because even before this, I really did not know about, the feat that Nigerians are making on the global stage. Thank you so much for that clarification.
Yeah. So this a consign. We need to talk about this because it's very important, right? Yeah, it's not great to dwell in negativity, but it needs to be addressed. Chidimma won, but if you go on X or other social media, you could see a lot of hate coming from South Africa. And we already know that whenever it's Nigeria, South Africans are always out there bashing a lot of negativity and whatnot. When it's Nigeria and Ghana, it's cruise. We're just having fun, right? But when it's South Africans, it's always serious. The utterances, the bashing and whatnot, right? How is she managing? How is she containing, so many emotions? You could actually tell that there's hatred, the kind of utterances, the kind of things on the timelines on X, right? And on other social mediums. How is she managing and containing all these, by the way? She's the first runner up right now. It's a great deal that after everything that happened in South Africa, that she attained that high. She proved so many people wrong. But it didn't deter them still. I thought that maybe at the end of it all, they will embrace Chidimma. Oh, finally, how you put in that energy to you are so strong to fight the fight at the end of the day to put Africa on the map, by the way. But it's a different story. If you go right there, you see so many people, writing so many nonsense, right? How is she managing and containing all this adversity?
Honestly, it is a very emotional one, because when I cried when she won, I was live. I was streaming live for people who couldn't get access to the show because it was so regulated by payments, and most people couldn't get, access to pay. And I was live on Instagram, and even on my own live, people were insulting me from South Africa, and how much more what they would do or would have or have been doing to Chichi. But the most amazing thing is, she has people like myself and her team members, her family, her loved ones, people who genuinely believe in her, always by her side. And I have always taught everybody under my watch that learn to ignore the noise, focus on the goal, turn the noise into sense. So that's all we do. People, no matter whatever you do in life, once you understand that it is a natural phenomenon for people, you can't teach people how to be human beings. You can't dictate for them how to live their lives. But what you can do is dictate what makes you happy. So her happiness is her priority. And trust me, it is even it has even ignited a more strong. That was what pushed her to that height. Because of how bad it was. She told me, she said, Chappie, she said, Prince, I will make sure that the world hears my voice. I will make sure that I carry this message. In fact, nobody after me should go through the same thing. If it is my purpose in life to see that people genuinely come together and celebrate themselves, regardless of their color, race, name, because all of this started because her name is Chidimma. That is it. Because South Africans have had people from different races.
Do they really know the meaning of that name? That it carries?
They don't know. But South Africans have had people from other races. India, UK, mixed breeds represent them at these international pageants. And they do not have a problem.
I think this was too much because apparently she identifies as Nigerian.
It was it. But overall, Chidimma handled this the best way because she had me and she had you, all of you Nigerians, who truly loved, accepted, and welcomed her. That was the day she had a chance to another life. Thank you, Nigeria, for loving this girl. Oh. You guys are MVPs, trust me. Enugu people, I'm not going to leave you out.
He's been having goose flesh.
So much to the executive governor of the state for all you did for us, because you empowering Chichi, you also empowered us. Wow. Thank you so much, sir. The day he called her, gave her that, the ambassadorial deal for the states, the assurance, if Chichi's confidence level was here, it went like this. Wow. Because he now explained how much of intentionality the love is. Wow. So thank you guys. So that was the day we gave her a second chance to life.
All right. So on a final note, on like in just one sentence, because we're out of time, what's next for Chidimma and the team? I know it's too early, in typical Nigerian spirits, when you finish school, oh, what's next, But do we have any inside scoop of what's next for her and the team? What are the next things
do.
to expect?
I have just a word to tell you what is next. Are you ready? I think you should record this because it's going to be monumental.
It's recorded already.
You shake the universe. That is what is next.
All right, we are waiting for it and we are expecting the universe to be shaking. We're expecting greatness. And once again, congratulations to Chidimma and the entire team. This is so beautiful. It's such a beautiful story. And like you said, it should be recorded, you and your team should have a documentary, document something, put it on a big sharing platform, make some coins off of it as well.
And also, we're looking forward to, have a conversation with her, just to attain saying, how am I going to put it? Joy that she feels deep down inside of herself to share with us, the Enugu people, the southeasterners too, and Nigeria as a whole, right? Please.
Most definitely, she's going to be in Enugu maybe after her international tour. We'll definitely, I wouldn't go for too.
Yeah, sure.
Both myself, Chidimma, and Favor, we are going to be like on ground for every media round, every questions. I was even thinking of doing like a summit for the youths in Enugu that are really interested in pageants. It is lucrative.
Yeah.
It is very lucrative. That's the conversation for another day. But Chichi, myself, and Favor, we are ready for Enugu people because Enugu has given us. In fact, I had to rename my own party because I also own the franchise to Favor's Pageant, Misters of Nigeria Enugu. I renamed it People Set on the Hill. And don't forget what the Bible says about the people on the hill. They can never be hidden. So Enugu people, this is our time to shine.
Yes.
Thank you very, very much, Mr. Emmanuel, and congratulations once again. Thank you so much. That was Emmanuel Abanobi Ifechukwu, CEO, Prince Glam Empire Artistic Director, and also one of the core members for the team that led our beautiful Chidimma to victory. Thank you once again for joining us. And of course, we have come to the end of today's program. Amazing
Power
packs. What do we not talk about today? It was really, really, really good. From going around the region, seeing the magic that Abia State people are going to do in less than 9 days for their trade fair, talking about the POS and of course the monuments that is now in Enugu, talking about the elections and of course Chidimma's victory. We've had it all and we've said it all. But of course, we could not have done this without you. Do well to follow us on all our social media platforms at afiatvofficial. And of course, tomorrow, same time, 8 a.m. My name is Favor Obinyeluba.
And I remain Oji Nwachukwu. Have a splendid Tuesday. Bye for now.